Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Chris. Good morning. And last night, I don't know why, but I couldn't stop thinking about the reverse proof silver eagle. All of this talk about the type 1s, type 2s, it's just got me thinking eagles. If you're watching, please remember to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel, and I appreciate it. So, as you can see, front and center, which one stands out the most? Is it this one over here? No. Is it this one over here? No. These guys, let's take a look. The proof eagles, like I said, if you don't know, not a big fan of the eagle in general, the old eagle, but these proof eagles, they kind of converted me to being pretty proud of the eagles in general. That is the shine on the eagles, proof eagles. That's a good looking coin. That is a good looking bullion coin. It's one of those you can't go wrong bullion coins. But when you take a really good look, there's just nothing like the reverse proof silver eagle. So this one is my example of that. Yes, it is slabbed, but I mean, the look of it, you just can't beat it. Why can't all the eagles look like this? Why do they have to redesign it and ruin it when you could have just made a bunch of these? You could have made any excuse. You could have said, hey, you know what? We don't have as many silver bullion blanks. We're just going to make reverse proofs this year. Everybody would have gone wild for something like this. But what did they do instead? No, they didn't do that. They came out with the type 1 and type 2, which, as I'm sure you've seen, are, not the greatest designs. But the reason I was thinking about the eagles is because, again, versus the Royal Canadian Mint, I feel like we're just not putting out our best and brightest right now. These guys over here, they look great. They look great. And they don't have the huge markup of the proof eagles. You can get privies on them. You can get Bigfoot privy, snake privies, mountain lion privies. You can find it all on there. Why don't we have things like that? Why can't we have nice stuff, America? I don't know. Maybe we're just not deserving right now. I get it. I get it. What was the big fad before that? Libertads. Libertads are becoming harder and harder to get these days. The newer ones, the only one that I've seen that really gets a lot of Libertads, or at least sells a lot of Libertads, is Silver Gold Saver. He had like the 2 ounce, he had the 5 ounce, and I think he might have even had a 10 ounce Libertad. I could be wrong there. Maybe he just had the 5 ounce. But these guys, again, it's a nicer looking coin than the regular American Silver Eagle. Why? Why can't we have nice stuff like this? I don't know. I don't know. We must have upset somebody, one of the mint gods. But if you're new to stacking, obviously you shouldn't be putting your money into proof eagles or things like that, because the premiums are already putting you underwater. Why are you going to put your money into something like that? Well, once you have a nice little base to your stack, that's when maybe you can add a couple of these guys, or maybe one of these, or something that makes you happy. There are different flavors of the week that come and go. The pandas were really popular a few years back. Now they've kind of fallen out of favor. I'm not sure exactly why that is, but same thing with the kangaroos. They have a big following. I don't really get it personally, but it's funny because I was watching Silver Stacks Prepper, one of his videos recently, and he was talking about getting into the kookaburras. Same thing with me. Like, I don't really know why. I think it's one of those things. I went to the coin shop, saw the kookaburras, and was like, hey, you know what? These are pretty nice looking coins. When you see them, I think when you see a variety of the different coins, like all side by side, this is one of the big values of going to the coin shop versus like, buying online. When you buy it online, like it really loses something there. I don't know why, but like you just don't get the side by side comparison that you do. It's kind of like going to the grocery store versus ordering it off Amazon. I always marvel at how like people can just go on Amazon and look at different things. I like reading the reviews. Amazon's obviously very novel. It works. But like there's something different when you actually go to the store and you look at them side by side. You can touch them. You can feel kind of like little quality differences, things like that. I think that's one of the big things with the coin shop. You get that kind of a sensation where, hey, I can see it. Hey, I can touch it. You know, it really adds some value there. The problem is that, I mean, at least for me, the coin shop's not cutting me any deals these days. So because of that, you know, my focus is returned to possibly purchasing online, which is fine. I don't mind. I like doing unboxings. I like doing that kind of thing. But, you know, after you spend a year going to the coin shop and seeing the different offerings that they have there, it's a little different to go back to being an online purchaser. But anyway, as I was saying with Silver Stacks Prepper, his video, when he was talking about the kookaburras, he was kind of talking about how, you know, he didn't really put any thought into getting into the kookaburras. They kind of just grew on him. And I totally agree with that. Like I said, like when I saw them in the LCS display case, that's kind of how they got me. So seeing that kind of stuff, like same thing with the Libertads. You know, I had been watching videos about them and I'm like, I don't get it. It just doesn't come through. It doesn't translate. I like the look. I like the, you know, I guess this is the front face and this is the obverse. I do like the look, and I had always like kind of been interested, but not enough to actually pull the trigger on buying them online, because like I said, it just doesn't translate. But when you see them in person, when you kind of get to touch it, look at it, it really comes through that, hey, if I can get an eagle, or I can get, let's say, 2 eagles, or I can get 3 different bullion coins, especially if it's, you know, something like these, I'd rather have 3 of these than 2 eagles. Again, the eagle is the standard, so if you're newer to stocking, I mean, it's kind of a can't go wrong except for price. Anyone's gonna accept your eagle. It's a quality piece. It's just, you know, do you want to add weight or do you want to have the most recognizable piece? I don't know. I guess there's value there for everybody. But that being said, you know, I don't know. I think, you know, depending on how much time you have, how tech savvy you are, if you're good at selling things online or things like that, like having a variety. Even take a look at this one. Like even the maple leaf, like when you really look at it, look at the detail in there. Look at the detail on that. Even the monkey has detail. But yet we ended up with a type 1 and type 2 silver eagle with like an eagle with astigmatism and a lady with like a big foot. Crazy. And a security feature that is a missing reed in the bushes. Crazy. Anyway, I just think, you know, for my stack, this one, not because it's slabbed, but just because its look, the reverse proof eagle, for me, is the best eagle I've seen so far in silver. I haven't seen I don't have an opinion on the gold eagle. I only have the regular 1 ounce. I've never even had a proof eagle. If I was gonna buy a proof eagle, I'd probably buy it in the 1 ounce variety. I don't know if I'm assuming they probably only make proofs in the larger sizes. I don't know if they make a 1/10 ounce proof. Maybe. I don't know off the top of my head. But if I ever do buy a gold proof, it'd probably be one of those if it's an eagle. Although I did see a Krugerrand that was a proof. It was gorgeous. It was weird. It was like, I saw it once at the coin shop and I looked at it and I was like, oh my God, I need to drop everything and buy that. But I didn't. And then it was gone later. So we'll see. I don't even know what it was. I just know that when I looked at it, I was like, wow, this one's definitely different. So that's the benefit of going to the coin shop versus going on like APMEX, JM Bullion, those kind of things. I love them. I love APMEX, JM Bullion. They're reliable. The prices before all this started were great, and their shipping and stuff was great. The whole pandemic, even right before that, kind of started to change everything. And then with the premiums now, the supply issues, the higher requirements for shipping, everything's kind of changed for that, for buying online. But like I said, I'm sure that those kind of things will sort themselves out. But going to the coin shop, you see those things that you never expected to see. You're kind of that kid in the candy shop. And because of that, like, you really get the chance to pull the trigger on like one-time pieces, like where it's like, hey, I've never seen that before. Like I mentioned, Myself, I bought the Voyagers. I had never even seen them before. I mean, and I have family in Canada. I spent a good portion of my life going to Canada every year. And I remember seeing like the loonies, like the brass looking loonies and like all kinds of different coinage. But I didn't know anything about silver and silver then, especially not constitutional silver. So I had no idea to keep an eye out for like the older style loonies or things like that, or the Voyagers. I had no clue. So seeing those in the coin shop opened my eyes to, oh my God, that's right, other countries had silver coinage as well. Duh. Anyway, those are the things that came to mind today. It is the morning. Hopefully the markets continue this beautiful rebound. But hopefully I have some purchases to show later on in the day. Have a good one. See you later.